Good evening, and welcome to Rubber Duck Engineering number 9. Can you believe we've been doing 9 of these, Adam?
I think it's great.
I'm Eric Seidel, and this is Adam Barth.
Hello.
And we are coming to you live every Thursday, doing some engineering, maybe with some ducks in the background. I realized tonight I'm surrounded by birds. I got like a bird on my shirt. I got birds in my background.
Oh, I didn't know you were ever going to mention the ducks you had in frame. I thought they were the Easter egg for the people watching the show very carefully.
It's like Goldbug for the book that I read to my child. You got to find Goldbug. Maybe I should hide the duck around the room. Anyway,
Hi, Nash.
What'd you say?
Hi, Nash. Nash said hello to us.
Oh yes, hello. We have the viewers. Hey Nash. I created this long ago and never showed it, but it's so true. We do have no idea what we're doing. So tonight, 9 episodes in, we have a working visualizer that we've been playing with. Last time we made a plugin API in hopes that the world could create visualizers. And then right after the show, we were going to fix it so you could actually use it. And we ended up sort of doing a show and a half afterwards and went to bed really, really late. But we did make...
You can find this as episode 8.5 in the commit logs.
The untaped episode. We broke our own rules because we weren't supposed to work on the show outside of show hours, but there we were. But we did get some submissions this week.
Should we look at our... Well, maybe we should set some context for what's going on here. So we... So this has been our first project, and we're sort of thinking that this will probably be the victory episode for this project, and probably next episode we'll start on a new project. So for this project, our goal was to read in a sound file, display it, and then build this plugin API.
And we spent a while learning how to read in a sound file.
That was fun.
But I do think it's appropriate. Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say that I think we have some pull requests if we want to go look at GitHub and see what's waiting for us. They're like gifts.
To open on whatever morning this is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think it's appropriate that here we are as we're about to roll over into double digits of episode numbers. We may roll over into even more exciting territory. We'll see. So to the GitHubs.
To the GitHubs.
The GitHub machine. Sorry, I was so prepped for coding. I had the coding up on screen. But the GitHub machine I did not have up on screen. But here we go. Now with 100% more GitHubs. There you go. Rubber Duck Engineering, sound. And for those of you who wish to follow along at home, that and I just love my banner button.
We're slowly learning how to do this thing.
What I really want is intro music, but I have no idea how to do that with this software.
All right, we can research it. Do you want to zoom in so people can see the text?
And begin. Oh, to the zooming machine. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now, 3. That's like a record.
Okay, but one of them I sent is really kind of trivial. It was annoying me when I worked on a visualizer. I sent one in, and this bug was annoying to me.
Okay, how do I make it show?
So I like the files change tab, which totally ignores the structure of the pull request and just shows you.
Yeah, there we go. This is what I was looking for. I was looking for a diff. Okay, where's my yes please button? Yes please button.
Maybe.
Oh, I have to sign in?
No.
Oh man, you're not gonna make me sign in on air, are you?
Well, you should probably do it off screens. Otherwise,
we're gonna hide. There we go.
Oh, this is something I learned back from my security days. So if you look at, even though the password field on a website has stars that block out each letter,
yeah,
because he's typing his password on the keyboard, and you can tell from the timing of each key, you can guess what the letters of the password are going to be just by the way humans type on keyboards.
Really?
Yeah, it's not super accurate, but it gives you enough of a sort of advantage over random guessing that you probably don't want to do it on YouTube.
Yeah. some of you may not know, but Dr. Barth in a past life was actually a security engineer, as scary as that may sound. This may actually take a little while because I have to like figure out, is it possible to run it from your machine?
Sure. Should I try to share my screen?
Let's do it.
Okay.
I have to figure out how to relog into this account.
I'm going to be reviewing my own pull request. I don't know if that's...
No, you know what? I just was on the wrong Chrome profile.
Oh, okay.
If I start a new window with the correct Chrome profile. Sorry, again, in case you missed the banner, there you go.
I think Eric's password is Hunter2.
Damn. Okay, here we go. GitHub. Begin. And then we can show us back there. And we can turn off our banner because you figured it out. We don't know what we're doing. And I have to re-embiggen. Okay, now with 100% more pull request and 100% more login. So now that I'm logged in, I should have a yes, please. Yeah, I have a yes, please button.
Yes button. Excellent.
Let's do it. Okay.
Boom.
I like how you split it out into a nice, separate, easy to review, and no commit and no tests. But I'll let it slide this once.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So how about, it looks like you beat Not Hal 9000 by a couple days. So should we do yours first, or should we jump straight to Hal's?
I think it's fair to do them in order. I think, Hal's is a little more exciting, so we can do mine as the lead up.
Join GitHub this month. This is a little concerning.
I think we're being trolled, but we may be.
Or maybe some serious dedication to the web show. Okay, this visualizer tracks frequencies over time. I apologize to our viewers that I have to look at a separate monitor to see what we're actually doing. But
this is my attempt at the visualizer that we talked about on the show. That was basically instead of just showing the frequencies as a line, we're trying to make them into like a landscape where time was running in the z direction.
Okay. All right, this looks right. You added it to the all. You add it to the landscape. You take the data provider.
I ended up, I felt like I sort of copy and pasted a lot of the frequency analyzer, which I suspect if we were actually going to write a lot of these visualizers, there's probably better ways to factor the code. But I thought for simplicity and to try not to conflict with other people, I would just do it this way.
So this is the accumulator here.
Right. So it's trying to remember the history of frequencies it's seen. And so there was a choice here about whether when I wanted to draw a given frame, should I go back and read different windows out of the wave file and then do the Fourier transform and all that stuff. And I decided not to do that. I decided just to remember the ones that had been played. So it has this sort of funny effect that like if you start scrubbing the scrubber, it'll show you like weird things, or if you switch from one song to another, it'll like merge the landscape in a little.
I'm not sure if that's a feature or a feature or a bug.
I sort of consider these visualizers sort of art, and so I consider it an artistic choice. Of course, I can say that about any bug.
This is a little weird.
Yeah, that's where the weirdness manifests, because then the question is, when do you capture it? So I'm capturing it on every build, which is sort of not really the right thing to do, because builds are supposed to be these idempotent operations that transform the state of your application into some visual representation. And so it's not in this thing because it's keeping this history.
Well, and is this just an API design error for our, like that your visualizer when you set it, which is up here somewhere. Yeah. We don't, should it be here that we capture it? Maybe that's the same time.
Well, that's a good question. I'm not sure. Like there's also, I was playing around with this a little bit when I was using it. It also has funny effects. Like if you start dropping frames, then you get a different visual output because it's only capturing it. It's only capturing it, remembering the frequencies for each frame.
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah. Also, if you switch away from the app and switch back, right? I
yeah,
actually
so I think it would continue to play the music. It doesn't play
Mhm.
music, but
No, but it plays the animation, right?
conceptually time is moving forward. But then you would come back, you'll just see a discontinuity in the
Yeah.
landscape.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I think mostly we should just see it. Like we should just play with it. I guess I can finish our little bit of review here. This is our same hack where we're throwing away 90% because we don't really know what we're doing in terms of the frequencies.
Yeah, I tweaked a few of these numbers, but I mostly just adopted the same hacks that we had in the existing frequency analyzer.
Here we have our same hack of trying to change the Y. I think people who actually, well, I'm here totally speculating, but who actually do like audio presumably have like all sorts of filter effects that they apply on this before they actually try and visualize it.
Yeah, I think, and this is an area where I think we reached the limit of our knowledge on this project. I guess I'm sort of mentally shifting into sort of like a retrospective view on this project because this is the last episode. I think we sort of reached, at least I reached the limit of my knowledge about it. And you can sort of see in these hacks where it's like, we didn't, like if this was like a real project that I was doing for like a client or a customer, I would probably go into more depth and try to figure out like what is actually supposed to be going on here.
Yeah, like, I mean, if we were doing this like for our jobs, we'd be like reading papers on this stuff or trying to figure out, like become more experts than we are.
This was an interesting choice down here. So when I originally did this, I was basically, as I was iterating through the history, I was accumulating the transform into the transform matrix for the canvas. Yeah. And it actually produced some like cool looking effects because like when I was doing these, so when I went into the history, I was doing the scale effect to basically shrink down the stuff in the Z direction. But then when I was accumulating it into the transform, that became an exponential process because it was accumulating them multiple. Which it looked cool, but I decided I didn't like it, so I went to the sort of save restore pattern. So I compute a separate transform matrix for each point in history.
Okay.
Anyway, those are just the things I was thinking about when I was working on it.
Okay, well, let's see it. Do you have it loaded up on your machine, or do I need to load it and run it here?
We'll just merge it and run it.
Okay, let's to the merge machine. Okay. Merge pull request. Confirm merge. Okay. Let's see where we are. Pull. Oh. I don't think. Yet another thing we learned this week. I think we did all that work for 8.5, but I'm not sure I actually ever merged it into main.
I think you might have pushed it to your personal fourth.
I think I did.
But then I think you actually did push it publicly because I was able to get it from the public.
You were able to get it? Okay, good. I have to figure out how to pull from my upstream. Get pull base upstream. Head. Get reset hard. Okay. Do not specify a branch master. Okay.
Oh, that looks good.
Okay. Ta-da! I think we did it. Okay. So if we go back to this thing, make sure it hot reloads.
Do you want to just look in the dropdown to see if it's there? It might have already happened.
Nope. It won't, right? Because the all is a global.
The all is a global. Yeah, so you have to do
a restart. So we have to do a hot restart. We still don't have to restart the program, but we do have to restart the Dart half. Hot restart complete. No, it does not. There it is. Now it's complete. Because at hot restart, you lose state. So our landscape, whoa.
I went with purple. Yeah, I had a whole, I did a thing with a whole different rainbow colors, and I tried a bunch of different colors. And I just settled on purple.
Are we ready?
Let's do it.
There's strobe light on. Whoa.
Yeah, see, the...
Oh, this is just a really short file, isn't it?
Well, this is another problem that I ran into, is this file is very short. And so locally I put in a hack in the code to basically make the animation run for 10 times longer than the sound file was, just to sort of see the visualization. I thought about adding like a UI widget for that.
I mean, the other thing is that we're just like, I think visualizers would be much more interesting if we had long, like real sound files, and we just have these really tiny little samples.
Yeah, the piano sample was really useful to me to test it out.
Whoa.
Because I felt like I knew what it was supposed to look like and do.
Whoa, why did it flip like that? Do you know?
No, it's probably a bug.
Oh, you know what? I bet it was the piano one running off the history.
Yeah, I would just sort of expect it to fade into the background.
It was kind of cool, though. It was like as though it was on a different range. This is really cool.
Thank you.
It reminds me of like those computer games from the late 90s.
Oh, when you're like flying your spaceship through the like Tron style. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the like 2.5D like stencil before there were GPUs. Yeah, this somehow reminds me of that.
Yeah, I could have done more complicated math to get more of a 3D effect on it, but I went with this sort of simple math.
I think this is cool.
Thank you.
I think it's cool. I tell you, there was that contest that Flutter ran with like visualization for clocks. You could just like put the clock faces over the top of this in the ticking time. There's it plays your morning radio show. So cool. Well, should we see the other one?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm so excited that we have a viewer submission. I'm totally jazzed about that.
I think you said to me that it needs to be modified a little bit to show. Have you done that locally? Or I can just run it.
You'll see when you go to the pull request. There's a link to a video in the pull request.
I see.
Unfortunately, I think the video contains a clip from a copyrighted movie, so I don't think we can actually show it on YouTube. But I can describe it. Yeah. So
we just show the visualizer and not the movie.
Yeah. So it's a very clever video. So it's so if you read the title, it's clearly a play on the 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah. So viewers can watch the video themselves.
Yeah, the video. I'll just tell you if you don't get a chance to see it, but it's a clip of whatever the character's in 2001, looking at the HAL computer, and then the author of this pull request has superimposed Eric and my faces in the video, like looking back as the HAL computer. It's quite cute.
Somebody made a video of like the Matrix and superimposed various Flutter pieces, including my face on it. That got a chuckle around the office some years ago when that happened. Okay, I'm not really reviewing this for correctness. I'm reviewing this for amusement. So,
well, I think we should look through it and see what jumps out at us.
So let's see, HAL visualizer. Yeah. Now, yeah, fine. Get frequencies. Yeah. I love that somebody sat down and took the time to write one of these. That was really nice, whoever this is.
Draw a metal ring.
I don't know. With optional arguments, no less.
I did look at the visualization in the green room just to make sure it wasn't like a offensive picture, but it's not. So
sweep gradient. Okay. Nice hexadecimal color names. Here we go. With some stops.
Someone clearly took some time to do this.
Yeah, somebody clearly had some fun. This is super awesome. I love that somebody did this. They also really like named arguments. I guess I might put @required next to these, because I suspect you don't want to call that without the radius.
I think draw circle will get mad at you.
Is there a way in Dart to have named arguments? Is that the way to have required named arguments? Is this plus @required?
I believe so, yes. I'm not sure if there's. I know they're doing something with non-nullability. I'm not sure if that will play into it somehow.
Yeah, I know that's slowly making its way through the system. That is such a big change. Oh, so this.
A fancy rainbow gradient. Oh boy.
Well, this is a little odd way to do this. I guess it's just because, like, forgetting the leading FF is a really common mistake that I make in Flutter, and I don't know if others do. Because the color constructor takes an ARGB. If you forget the leading value, it takes 0, 0, and then you have a fully transparent color on your hands. And so this with opacity is actually really important because it then adds like an alpha value back to the color. I make that mistake all the time. Because if you just copy a color off the internet.
Sure. Yeah, because in CSS, it implies opaque instead of transparent.
Correct. And I suspect you typed this code some many years ago. We, for whatever reason, chose to be more explicit, which I think was a pattern that we chose. Okay, draw inner glow. Yeah, somebody definitely spent some time on this. And then also spent the time to make an anonymizing GitHub ID. With opacity, whoa. Okay, I just have to see this.
Yeah, you should totally run it.
And help our viewers stop just staring at my cheek here. And they even added comments.
It's beautiful.
This is gorgeous. I love it. Okay, I can just merge this sucker.
I have a slight worry it's going to conflict in the list of all the.
Oh, it totally will. Yep, but that's fine. GitHub lets you edit now in. I've done this.
Oh well.
I had to do this in order to fix my lack of when I screwed up the Git history on the main. Oh no, I don't need to do that. Please don't do that. Okay, and I know Adam and Eric were planning to disconnect. I don't. This will commit to master.
I understand.
Sure. Hopefully that's right. I don't. Sure. What have you done to me, GitHub?
It's already merged.
Merge.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what the commit to master meant. Merge master into master. I don't even know. Oh, probably not Hal's master.
I don't think they would let us edit not Hal's branch.
I don't know. I think it was a UX difficulty. Okay, git pull rebase. I don't need to rebase, but it's out of habit. Forced update. Oh, no, I want upstream master. Okay.
Well, that looks good.
Let's try it. Hot restart. Do a little dance. You know, despite this being called rubber duck debugging, we don't actually ever talk.
To the rubber duck.
I have two now. Somehow, my wife bought some pool coasters for my son to play with. You know, random stuff for a small child to play with. And one happened to be a duck, so I stole it. That's an appropriate prop. Okay. Oh my goodness! Now with HAL 9. Oh, whoa!
Whoa, indeed.
That's a really good rendition.
It's really good.
And it's got like a reflection. I think I saw that in the code, but I didn't believe it. Wow!
You should play it. Play the audio file.
I am really impressed. Oh, I love it.
It's amazing.
Oh, this is so good. This is like beyond my wildest dreams.
Whoever sent this to us, thank you so much.
Yes.
This is wonderful.
Oh, it's so good. This is the guitar one.
You can sort of see the guitar action going through in
Oh my goodness. Okay, this is great. You have made my week, Hal 3000, or maybe not Hal 3000 or 9000. So, Dr. Barth, I think this was a smashing success. Our visualizer project.
Yeah, I really didn't know what to expect when we started out, but I think we got to a place where, there's actual software that runs and does something, and we got a viewer contribution, and like, I think that just exceeds all my expectations I had for this project.
Yeah, it was so cool last week.
Oh, maybe Hal 9000 has joined us in the chat
with a Twitch emoji that I really should know what it is and don't. I'm just showing my age or lack of paying attention to Twitch.
Can you show the viewer comment on the stream?
Oh yeah, I can, and then the internet can tell me what it is. Wow, is that like Justin Kahn making a face or some other? My history with Twitch is that I was in the same Y Combinator startup class as the Justin TV guys. It was their second attempt, and so I knew them when they were Justin TV, and I then kind of lost track. And then all of a sudden, Twitch was a thing.
Justin TV evolved into Twitch. Is that right?
I don't know all the detailed history because again, I was off walking the Appalachian Trail and doing other things. But that is my understanding, is they at least took the infrastructure. But it is now a very cool product, and we got a very cool visualization from a very cool Twitch viewer. But anyways, we were saying this, exceeded my wildest dreams. So this was great. We have to figure out what we're going to do next.
Should we brainstorm some ideas? Do you have thoughts about what kind of thing you might want to do next?
We did brainstorm some ideas. I think I would also, if we have viewers, I would love to hear from them what they would like to see. I know you and I talked about, I've never done anything with genetic algorithms. That could be cool. I recall you brought up, we did some brainstorming in the green room, some times ago, and I could pull up that list, or read some of that to folks.
Or just toss it out. Like if people are here in the comments, they can leave us a comment, or if you're watching this on YouTube or as a VOD, like send us a tweet, send us your ideas.
Yeah. Oh, hey, it's another chance for me to put up my banner. The banner technology. Yes.
Yeah, let us know. Even if you have feedback about the existing project we did, what you thought went well, what you thought didn't go well. Love to hear it.
I tell folks that again, having a small kid, I have developed this theory that adults sort of forget how to fail, because I watch my kid fail all the time at everything, because everything's new to him. And one of the things that I've enjoyed about this journey with you is that we've gotten to fail at this in various ways, and I feel like I've learned so much along the way. And it's also just fun to see you again, at least through a computer screen.
Yeah, I think the important thing about failure is to just realize that it's part of the learning process, and like that's sort of like, I guess, the whole concept behind rubber duck engineering in my mind is that like you get to a point when you're stuck, and like how do you overcome that? So think through it calmly and talk to somebody about it and see where you can go from there.
Because so much of engineering is about going into brave new worlds that like people haven't gone before, and you just have to figure it out. So other ideas, you talked about like a Conway Life kind of thing that we could do.
Nash has a suggestion. He is suggesting simple camera filters with face tracking. Yeah, face tracking I think would be an interesting thing.
Face tracking. Okay. I've done very little OCR kind of stuff. I suspect there are libraries to do that kind of thing.
Yeah, I guess within these projects, you can take them in different directions, right? We could either, like if face matching was a thing that was interesting, we could either take a library for that, or we could try to figure out like how would you build a face matching library, and look at it sort of one level deeper than that. So like in this visualizer project, we sort of went one level deeper for reading in the file, but then we took the FFT as an off-the-shelf kind of piece of software.
Yeah, I'm sure we could have written our own FFT, but I actually really enjoyed diving into the wave, and I did a whole bunch of that when I was sort of first learning to program. When I was in college, I went to a school that didn't have a lot of computer science, and I would do some computer sciencey kind of things on nights and weekends. And one of the things I did was figure out a networking protocol by reading the wire, and that was a very interesting, fun adventure. And the sort of writing a parser for the wave file was also, reminded me a little bit of that.
I think some of the work that I've done in browsers is sort of like that. Like when it's really important to get compatibility with other browsers, you often spend a lot of time like writing web pages that try to exercise really strange corner cases of how the browser is behaving, and then trying to say like what is the mental model that the browser has, and then try to see if that stands up to additional test cases. It's sort of like a science kind of feel. You're like, instead of probing the natural laws of the universe, you're sort of probing the unnatural laws of a browser.
Of Internet Explorer in particular?
Maybe Internet Explorer version 6 in particular.
I mean, these are all long gone now, so I think Internet Explorer, rest in peace. But yeah, there were some unnatural laws there. I know on the browser theme, we talked about, what are things that maybe only you and I can do. We brainstormed around maybe building a tiny browser, or, very simplistic, obviously, because we've been in that space a long time, or had been in that space a long time. Let's see, what else are things? You I know have done a lot of art, off and on over the years, and there were various art ideas that we could explore.
I'm very interested in the intersection of technology and art. Oh, it looks like we have a comment from...
It was fun. I enjoy watching these videos. Haha. This is the first one I've had the chance to watch live. Been watching the replays. When I heard you wanted submissions, I had to make some time. Well, maybe Hal 9000, you way outdid yourself. This was amazing. Thank you. And you can quote me on that.
Well, do you want to end the episode early and sort of like declare victory on sound visualizers, and then next time we'll start with a new project based on the feedback we get over the week?
Yeah, I think that's not a bad idea. I don't know that we need to spend another half an hour sort of rattling off ideas. But I would implore you, denizens of the internet, hold on, I got to find my banner. Do send us feedback. If you have ideas, if you have things you'd love to see us, toy around and build, we love your feedback. This was a lot of fun. We're going to keep doing this. At least I plan to keep seeing Dr. Barth every Thursday and drinking some tea and writing some Flutter code. So,
sounds good. See everybody next week.
Take care.